What's happening, Kings fans? I'm your host of KingsScoop.com, Malcolm Means, giving you guys the inside scoop as to what's going on with the Sacramento Kings. And right now, your Sacramento Kings are sitting on a record of 3-3 at this time. And they had a tough game against the Memphis Grizzlies on Saturday. Had the Kings come out with the fire and aggression that they played with in the third and going into the fourth quarter with about 5 minutes left, had they played throughout that whole game like that, they would have easily won that game and would have been sitting at a record of 4-2. But again, we'll take it at 3-3. I'm expecting the Kings to probably win 41 games this season. So right now they're sitting at 500. So kudos to them. This week here, we've got 3 tough games coming up. We've got a game on Wednesday, game on Friday, game on Sunday. First game is against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Game against Friday, we have the Phoenix Suns, and a game on Sunday, home game, against the Detroit Pistons. So that should be, I think that the Kings should possibly be able to win out of those games. I think they should be able to beat Minnesota, and they should be able to beat the Detroit Pistons. I'd like to say this, though, about the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're a very good rebounding team. They've got a lot of weapons that the Kings match up well against, but if they play as hard as that the Kings have been playing, it's going to be a very tough game. So it's not one of those games that should be in the bag for us. We have to play each and every night, and we have to keep competing and getting better. I think the Laker game that we played against, we competed. I think Tyreek got into a little bit of foul trouble that cost the team a little bit of chemistry, and identity is really running the ball through Tyreek and letting him kind of create and finding ways for him to penetrate and dish the basketball. But once he wasn't on there, other guys had to step up. I think we did a good job of playing that game. I don't think we had enough experience without Tyreek to actually go ahead and try to win that game. But the game against Minnesota should be a very fun game for the Kings. It's a home game right before they go on the road to face the Phoenix Suns. But the Phoenix Suns are a very good team, and we know that Steve Nash and Grant Hill and all those other supporting casts around those guys are going to be able to take care of business. But I think Sacramento may have another thing coming for them, because I think that might be a game that if Phoenix doesn't come out and perform against the Sacramento Kings, the Kings may come out there and have a little bit of confidence and want to go out and prove themselves on the road, since they played the Lakers tough. And they played basically everyone very tough all year long. They just have to go out and just try to win ball games early instead of trying to come back all the time and trying to do it in the last final minutes of the game. Again, Phoenix Suns, good team. I think they're definitely one of those playoff contending teams. But again, this is a huge measuring stick for the Sacramento Kings, because you want to be able to say, hey, we competed with this team and played our best, and let's see where we stack up against them. Now, if they look past the Minnesota Timberwolves and don't handle their business, they could be in a low position, because they could say, man, we let one go, and then they can go into Phoenix, and the next thing you know, the Phoenix Suns might just go ahead and just run the ball right on them. So they've got to take care of their business Wednesday night against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and then from there they should be able to use that win and that momentum to take that and go up against the Phoenix Suns. If they can get that win, I think no question about it, they can be able to take care of the Detroit Pistons, because right now Detroit's not looking very good. They're looking like New Jersey did last year. That's one of those things where Detroit, not Detroit, but New Jersey went 0-18 at the beginning of the year last year. I think the Pistons are in a transitional year where they're all trying to figure out who's healthy, who can do what on this team, and really have a true identity. And right now, there's no clear-cut identity with this team. So I think that if the Kings can take care of Wednesday's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, I think we'll be in a good position. That means that on Friday, they had to come out, barring no injuries to any of our starters or to our role players. I think that the Sacramento Kings should be able to take that momentum and play and feed off of that against the Phoenix Suns, because that's going to be a hostile environment, because they're tired of making it to the playoffs year in and year out. They want to actually try to get to a championship, and what they need to do is try to be more physical and not just outscore you. I think they've got the big Lopez kid in there to help them solidify their inside and be more tenacious under the boards and more physical. I think that's the brand of basketball that they would like to market with Alvin Gentry as the coach. He's one of those guys that preaches defense, but again, he likes the up-tempo offense. So he's going to run with that up-tempo offense, but he wants to make sure that the guys sit on down on defense and play very aggressively on the ball and help side defense as well. So I think the Kings are going to have their hands full this week, but again, we really can't have a mental lapse like we did against the Memphis Grizzlies, and just thinking that, oh, well, they're just the Memphis Grizzlies and they're just going to lay it down for us just because we've got the Rookie of the Year, or we've got some big name rookies as well, and some talented pieces around, so they're just not going to lay it down. No one does that in the league. Everyone's got pride. Once you have that NBA uniform on, you go out there and you do your job as best you can, and guys want to cook each other. I tell you that right now. If you watch how Tyreek splits the double teams, he wants to give everybody the blues, so that they just say, you know what, I don't want to guard this guy. You guard him. So everyone's got that type of mentality of, I'm going to get you first before you get me. I think if the Kings go ahead and show that they're one of those teams that want to jump on the opponent first, they'll be in a good position. So, my prediction this week, I know I've been going a little crazy with going 3-0 at the beginning of the season, and last week I didn't know about the Lakers. I thought we would have a pretty decent chance because I didn't think Kobe was ready. This week here, I'm going to say, I got to go back again. I got to go 3-0. I think we can go 3-0. First game's got to be Minnesota Timberwolves. Get them. We're in the books. We're in the black right there. All right. We get them, then we can move on to Phoenix. Phoenix, stifle them, play up tempo with them, but then just try to stop Steve Nash as much as possible. We can get our second win. If we can get that win, I think we'll be feeling pretty good about ourselves, and then maybe we can come on out here on a home game on Sunday and go ahead and just try to stomp out Detroit early. And I think that will boost our confidence, because at that point we should be able to learn how to win and what it takes to win a tough ball game night in and night out. So this is a huge week for us right here. So stay tuned. I'm going to have a bunch more clips coming up this week. So you guys should definitely be looking at that. I'll be having Harold Presley on this week as well. Also, big up to Placid Hillman High School. High school playoff football starts this week here, so let's see what the Hillman can do this week. All right. Another big shout out to UConn Huskies. Avid Gino Auriemma fan. Guy can coach his butt off. Huge. Another big up to my man Marzette Stakely. Hold it down. All right. We'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.